Sorensen. I am a math teacher here at Manson School. It's my honor to introduce Jerry to you this evening. Jerry came to me, I think, last year in pre-calculus, and he came in kind of like this cool kid. Like, I was even intimidated by him. I was like, oh, he's got cool t-shirts, he's got this laid-back vibe, and I was like, I wonder what he's doing in pre-calc. He seems just kind of chill. And then he took his first test and got 100, and then took his next test and got 100. I was like, okay, this kid is a really good math student. Went into calculus this year and just absolutely crushed it, and is probably one of my star students in Math 101, which is a course on investing and insurance and credit and budgeting. He's passionate about it, and I'm excited to see where his future goes. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to introduce this kind, humble, fun, and wonderful human being, Jerry Villasenor.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out here today. I really appreciate it, and I'm going to show you guys some moments from my high school career. While at Manson, I was involved in these extracurricular activities, and really two that stood out to me the most, that made the largest impact, was Outdoor Club as well as Knowledge Bowl. Outdoor Club was introduced to me by Mac Richmond, and the leader is Mrs. Sorensen. And really, I was really interested. I really wanted to get into the outdoors, and I kind of saw this as my gateway. And everybody in that club was really kind and really nice, and Mrs. Sorensen really knew what she was doing. She got us to do some pretty fun stuff. I went rock climbing for the first time. It's pretty cool, and she gave us the opportunity to learn a lot of new skills that we normally wouldn't learn inside the classroom. Another club I was a part of the state knowledge bowl team, and it was something new that I tried out this year. I was really, I was debating whether I would join early in my high school career, and really my senior year I just went in because my cousin Yuli started doing it, and my buddy Levi and David were trying to get me to do it, and I joined, and it turned out I was pretty alright. I was on that team and got the chance to go to state. Didn't place all that well, but it was really cool. Just wanted to say shout out Damon and Levi back there. It was a really fun time. I just really glad I had that experience, and wouldn't trade it for anything. These are some of the leadership roles that I took upon myself while at Manson. To me, the ones that stood out the most were obviously me being the president of the Health and Wellness Club, and I'm just very happy I was able to take something that I'm passionate about in health and wellness and be able to, kind of spread that out across the school. It's really nice, and I'm glad I got the opportunity to share that passion of mine. I was also part of the freshman mock interviews. I was obviously the person conducting the interview, and it was a really crazy experience because as a freshman, I was really nervous. I had that angst. I had those jitters while I was getting ready to have that mock interview with those seniors, and seeing it become full circle was really a surreal moment, and it was crazy, and I'm really glad I was able to be that mentor for those kids, and I was glad that I possibly had an impact on them. And here are some of my community contributions. To me, the ones that I really enjoyed the most were my community cleanups for Apple Blossom Spirit Week, and also being a volunteer for Villasenor Winterfest. Our community cleanups we had every year, and it may not seem like something really all that cool or interesting. We're just taking really long walks around a town picking up garbage, but we don't really get a lot of time with just our classmates because we're always either busy or in other classes, and it's really fun to catch up for 2+ hours with my friends, just walking around in the heat, joking around, and really that was one of my favorite parts of high school, and I'm really glad that I was able to do it every year. Lake Chelan Winterfest, me and my buddy David, we managed a snow slide, an ice slide, and it was really fun. We were able to, we were there to ensure safety, but an hour in, ice was melting. We let some grown-ups on the slide. Didn't make it past that day, but it was fine. We got the best of it. It was really fun. It was there was all types of people coming around that wanted to hop on the slide, and it was just a great experience, my friend. These are all the college and the high school classes that I've taken, or college and the high school courses that I've ever taken, and really, I'm just really grateful I got the opportunity to take them. I was able to introduce myself into the type of rigor I'd see in a college course, and I'm really glad that I was able to challenge myself. And I'm also very proud of myself for completing those. And I'm glad that I was given the opportunity to go into college with already earned college credit. And so I may be going into college as a sophomore, which is really exciting. And even though I had all these really cool college classes, these classes were by far my favorite throughout all 4 years of high school. First, I'd like to say shout out Mrs. Sorensen from Math 101. All the material in that class is really key for what I want to go into in the future. And she just provides a quality education. She turned not even just Math 101, Calculus 2 into a pretty learnable topic and understandable topic, which I thought that was beyond me, but I'm really grateful that it's something I'm really good at. Another class was Foods with Mrs. Picton. I took that as a freshman, and really there was a lot of upperclassmen in that class, kind of just as like their easy A and stuff. But I got to learn about a lot of different cultures around the world, about how food connects them, and I also got to learn table etiquette, which is really interesting. And I got to make a lot of different recipes with my friends. And we weren't exactly the best, not a team chef, but we made do. And then we have a health class. I took that this past year. It is a required class. Most people take it when they're a freshman. I decided to take it until my last year, but I'm really glad I took that class. I also took it with my buddies, and I'm really grateful because that class actually gave me a lot of important life skills. They all did. I was able to go get my boating license on the lake with Debbie Hunter, and I didn't think I could do that in school, which is really cool. And I got to learn CPR. I'm not the best at it, but I try to learn it. It was good. I might save someone, who knows? And really, all these classes, while they may not be, they're not flashy by any means, but they really taught me a lot of life skills, and I had some of my favorite moments in those classes, and really they just, they made high school a much better experience. At Manson, this is what I did for my pathway preparation. They really try to get you into a career pretty early, and I always had trouble picking. I had a lot of time to choose, and I was still like in between. I was always in between being an engineer or who knows what else, but that's obviously not the course I'm on anymore, but I'm glad that I have confidence in the future because I was able to have a networking interview with Ron Walsh, who's a partner at Advantage. He taught me a lot about the business sector and really how it works, and a lot of good pointers on how to succeed in this workforce environment, especially with the changing climate. And it was just really fun. Really, I didn't think I'd get advice from an actual business person, but it was great advice. He honestly prepared me so well, and I'm more than confident that I will succeed now because of his help. That math class I talked about earlier, it is all about investing, all about finances, all about financial literacy, all about everything numbers that you have to know in your life, and I'm really grateful I took that class because I would be lost, and it really gave me a good blueprint for what I want to do in the future. It also taught me a lot of valuable life skills that I need as an adult, and I'm glad that I was able to take notes on it, and that class will probably benefit me 50 years from now, and I'm really glad that I was able to take that. And then I'd like to share my gratitude towards these staff members. First of all, I'd like to start off with Mr. Lopez, who is our attendance clerk. Every morning when I walk into school, it's always Mr. Lopez there, and he always greets me with a smile, he always greets me with a hi, and I never got used to it, even though I came here for 4 years of my life. Sorry, I was thinking about middle school. And every time I saw Mr. Lopez, big smile, he'd say, "Hi, Jerry." He'd catch me in the hallways if I was ever going to the bathroom or stuff. He'd always give me a high five or meet me with a smile. And I'm just really glad that there was someone like that at our school every day, making it enjoyable for not just me, but all of our students. And he really helped us out, and he's honestly just a really great guy. Then I'd like to say thank you to Mrs. Sorensen, who was my math teacher. Going into pre-calculus my junior year, I was really nervous. I wasn't sure that I could pass a college level math course, but obviously not obviously, but I'm now very good at college level math, and I'm very, I like to dedicate it all to Mrs. Sorensen. She really gave me the foundation that I needed, and gave me the confidence boost as well. And now I'm so confident in my math skills that I believe they can take me anywhere, and that's thanks to Mrs. Sorensen. Then I'd like to say thank you to Mr. Fournier, who was my English teacher as well as knowledgeable coach. He was kind of like, he's kind of my big adult best friend. He, all 4 years, he'd always meet me with a joke, a handshake, a nice firm handshake. And he would talk to me about the most obscure topics. And I never expected to talk to a teacher about those types of things. But Mr. Fournier, he has a very big, very big brain. And he can talk about a lot of things for a very long time. And I'm just glad that I was able to spend time at school basically talking to an adult about some obscure topic that it was a conversation. It didn't feel like I was talking to a teacher. It felt like I was talking to a friend. And I'm just really grateful that I was able to have Mr. Fournier as one of my teachers and coaches. Next, I'd like to say shout out to my friends. Obviously, there's some of you that aren't pictured. I have more friends than this, but they are just, I'd like to say shout out to David, Luis, and Obed. They have been with me since the very start. I've been friends with Obed since we were 4 years old. And it was really nice, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Alright, it's fine. Anyways, growing up with them was, it was incredible. They are the best friends I could ask for. Always there for me, dependable, and there's really nothing else I can say. Love you guys. And I prepared this reel that
Some technical difficulties.
technical difficulties, that's fine. It was just a reel of me and my friends doing some random things with Get Into the Groove by Madonna in the background. Now I'd like to thank my family. Unfortunately, my sister Melissa couldn't be here, but I'd like to say thank you to, she's here with FaceTime, and I'd like to say thank you to my sisters, first of all, because honestly, whenever my parents would not be home, and they worked really late shifts, my sisters would always be there. They practically raised me. They taught me a lot of the valuable life lessons I know now. They shaped my character. Most of my personality comes from all three of my really cool sisters. And I'm just really grateful that I had these people around home, whenever my parents were around, that would really just teach me everything I needed to know. And they're always there for me when I have questions, and it was really nice growing up with you guys. And I also like to say thank you to Chew and Avery, because even though they may not be immediate family, they're like my brothers, and the brothers I never had, and I'm really grateful that you guys are in my life, and I love you guys. Now I'd like to shout out to my mom and dad. They are the hardest working people you'll ever meet in your life. They put everything on the line for me and my sisters. Gracias a todo tu apoyo. Y todos los sacrificios, no fue fácil. Y todo, oh my god, sorry. No lo puedo poner en
palabras que, no, gracias. Los quiero mucho, los quiero mucho. After I graduate, I plan on getting a degree in business administration with a concentration in finance. I may also double major into accounting. A lot of people seem to do that there. But with that degree, I plan on going into the finance sector. It's really all up in, I have so many options to choose from, but my future career goal is to either be financial advisor of some sort or be an investment banker. But I also want to use that degree to help further, to help my, some Latino communities in underdeveloped areas because really not a lot of people get financial literacy, aren't taught financial literacy when they are either first generations or actual immigrants, and I want to help out, give back to the community with that degree. And thank you so much. Have a nice day.